Hello, welcome to Sunny's Yoga. I'm Sunny. Did you know that there are yoga practices for sleep? These practices not only help decompress your body, but it also helps you reflect, have time for yourself, let your body completely relax and be ready to go to sleep. So today, I welcome you to a practice. Stand in front. You can stand at the top of your mat. Let your arms come up and open wide. Let your hands float down. We're gonna go slow. Bring your hands down beside you to Tandasana, mountain pose. Let there be a bend in your knees, okay? Let your toes come up and down. Go ahead and do a couple wrist circles, couple shoulder shrugs back, shoulder circles. Forwards, backwards. It's all about you at this moment so you can rest. Moving into Malasana, Yogi Squat. Step your feet out a little bit more than hip distance. Feet come out about 45 degrees, and you can slowly start to drop your tailbone straight down. Now, I'm going to turn to the side. Those of you who are able to get into the asana, please stay. Hands go into Anjali Mudra. So what you'll see me do is the same thing. I am more than hip distance apart. My feet are going out towards 45 degrees, and I'm gonna drop straight down. Make sure your tailbone is tucked, core engaged, drop down. I'm gonna go a little slower. If you wanna try to be up a little bit more, breathe in and out. You can kind of sway if you like. Woo. I'm gonna come back into the asana. You can kind of sway if you like. Both of my feet are not coming down, and that's okay. We have those days. We're gonna take a few more breaths here. From here, moving into Shashangasana, rabbit's pose. Bring your hands down right in front of you. You're gonna walk one leg back, walk my left foot back. I'm on my knee, and I'm walking my right foot back, and I'm on my knee. Knees underneath your hips. Go ahead and walk yourself up into full kneeling. Hips stay at a 90-degree angle. If you need to, you're welcome to tuck your toes. Give yourself some 11 on the feet. Never an issue. Slowly roll your upper body down, head first. Again, we're keeping the 90-degree. We're gonna keep rolling down till your head comes down, going in towards your body. Bring your arms on either side of you. You're on top of your head, and breathe. Let your shoulders roll open. We're gonna be here for a few more breaths. This is not an easy asana, so you wanna make sure that your tailbone is tucked, core engaged, so that you can hold this asana. Shoulders draping open allows your shoulders to open. Draping your shoulders, just letting them hang down, allows you to decompress your upper shoulders, your upper back. Keep breathing. 2 more breaths. To come out of this asana, bring your hands right underneath your shoulders. You're gonna slowly roll yourself back up. Bring your pelvis towards the front, hips towards the front. Walk yourself up. Shoulders come down. Then your neck and head come last. Let's go ahead and roll over to Mesasana, which is fish pose. Join me in coming towards the front of the mat. Roll yourself down, tuck your pelvis in. Let's be kind. We're trying to relax to get a good night's rest. I'm going to move up a little bit. Feet come, moved up a lot of it. Come up on your elbows. Bring them in, going towards each other. Keep your hands at your hips. Bring your shoulders together. And as you do that, allow your drishti to fall back. You're gonna end up continuing to follow your drishti back until you are on top of your head. Allow your feet to just rest, fall open. Shoulders continue to open and broaden. Hands are light. Breathe in and out your nose. Two more breaths. To come out, put your hands down on either side of you. Slowly start to bring your drishti up. And as you do that, bring yourself up. You can begin to walk yourself up, and you'll end up, I'm going to move back some, in staff pose, Dandasana. Feet go towards your face, hands beside your hips, going down, digging into the mat. This is my comfy Gayam mat. I love this mat for many reasons, but one is definitely for sleep practice. One last inhale and exhale. Moving into Shavasana, shoulder stands. I'm gonna scoop myself up down a little bit. For me, getting into shoulder stance, I roll myself back down to the mat. Make sure I'm nice and comfy in the hips. Shoulders down. I'm gonna bring my feet up. I'm gonna give myself a little momentum. I know it's a little bit of cheating. At least I admit it. Bring your hands up underneath of you. When you feel steady, you should feel like the weight is going on your shoulders. Start to straighten out your legs. You can flex and point your toes. Twist around, give your ankles a good circle and counterclockwise and clockwise. Legs should be zipped together. Chin is tucked. And breathe. You'll see why we're doing this asana as we come out. You'll feel a lot of just, your body will feel different after you come out of this asana. So keep breathing, keep giving yourself the challenge. And with that, we're going to move into plow pose. You can start to flex your feet, going towards your face and bringing your feet over your head. Your hands can stay in place until comfortable. Then interlock your hands underneath you. Shoulders wiggle underneath you some. And breathe. As I breathe, I continue to bring my hips towards my face, allowing my feet to be able to drop down further into the asana. I'm keeping my feet flexed. Keep breathing. Bring your feet in, knees go towards the forehead. Stay here for one moment. Let go of the interlacing of your hands. Bring your hands towards the top part of your sits bones. Start to roll your body down one vertebrae at a time. Keep yourself tucked in. It is easier on your spine to do so. Chin stays tucked, feet stay in, knees stay towards body until you're more down. And there you are. Since your feet are already up, keep your hips down. Hands beside you initially. Flex your toes towards your face and begin to bring your feet out more than hip distance. Then bring both your hands up. Grab the inner arches of your feet and bring your knees down towards your armpits. And we're gonna hold stagnant and breathe in and out your nose. Your ankles may want to come in some. Take a look and make sure that they're actually more than hip distance apart. Again, keep bringing your knees towards your armpits. 2 more breaths here. Supta Baddha Konasana, butterfly pose. Release your feet. Bring your hands down. Guide your knees back together with your hands and let your feet come down to the mat. We'll scooch up just a little bit. Tuck your pelvis up and let your knees begin to fall open, letting your feet connect at the bottom. Relax. Keeping your pelvis tucked allows your back to stay flat. There's no pressure being put on your lower back. Shoulders roll down as the hands come down. And breathe. Do not fight your knees as they fall open. Just allow gravity to do its work. Keep breathing in and out the nose, continuing to allow myself to trust my body and fall more into the asana. Take your hands on the outside of your leg, gently guide your legs back together. We're going into windshield wiper twist. Arms are cactus. Lift your hips up. Gently move them slightly to the right. Let your knees fall completely down towards the left. I'm gonna bring my right foot just beyond the mat. Have my left foot just above my knee. They're not touching, but just above. My hip is coming up a little bit, and that's okay. I'm gonna then turn my head over towards the right. Stay in this asana and exhale. The floor is not going anywhere. You should feel a nice extension through your lower side body. You should feel it on the quad of your other leg. Your neck is getting a nice stretch relief on one side, just from turning your head fully over to the right. Let your hands stay nice and light. 2 more breaths here. We're gonna move to the other side. Moving to the other side, bring my dristi to come back, looking towards the ceiling. Begin to pull both my legs together and bring them back up. And now I'm gonna immediately lift my hips up towards the left, drop both of my legs down to the right. I'm gonna bring my left foot just beyond the mat. My right foot is right above my knee, my left knee, but not touching. I'm gonna take my dristi and go all the way over towards the left and breathe. My hands never moved in the transition. My upper body is feeling nice, heavy, and relaxed. Keep breathing. The further you allow your dristi to help keep you calm, focused on self, taking a scan of how you feel, two more breaths here. Now going to start to bring my dristi going up, face the ceiling, bring my legs back together, and then bring them up, adjust my hips. Hands come beside me. I'm gonna gently bring myself up into seated, just like this. I'm gonna face the front. Crisscross, sit upright, let your knees come open. I'm going to allow myself to have a more wide-legged position because we're gonna move into Kundalini circles. Hands go on top of your knees lightly. I'm gonna go towards the right. I wanna make sure that my sits bones stay down and come around. I wanna make sure these are exaggerated. You can close your eyes. We're gonna do a few more on this side, and then we're gonna go to the other side. Now we're gonna go towards the left. Now you'll notice that one side feels a little more loose than the other side, a little less tight. Now for me, my left side is always the tightest side. Yours might be your right. This is why what we do to one side, we do to the other to help bring balance. One more. Come upright, shoulders up, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze towards your ears, squeeze, 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 and gently let them fall down. I'm gonna bring myself into locust pose as we do Nandi Shodhana, alternate nose breathing. It's very calming, very soothing. Make sure you're sitting upright. You can sit crisscross. If you are sitting crisscross, just reverse your legs. If you're able to get into locust comfortably, please join me. Outside of that, I'm going to bring up my right hand, and it's gonna look like a U shape. My pointing finger and my middle finger along with my thumb, and I'm going to hold my nostril, my left nostril. I'm gonna breathe in the right, fill up, hold. I am going to take my thumb, bring it over my right nostril, release my left nostril, and let all of the air out. Keep your hand in position. Take a deep breath in
Fill up. Pointy finger, ring finger, close off left nostril. Let your right nostril go and let all the air out. We're gonna do that 2 more times. Breathe in. Thumb covers right nostril. Let your left nostril go. Breathe everything out. Breathe in. Cover your left nostril. Uncover the right. Breathe out. Our last one. Breathe in. Nice, big. Fill up your chest. Take another sip. Cover your nostril. Hold for 1 moment. Let your left nostril go. Let everything out. Bring your hands down. I'm going to come out of locust. Switch leg positions and go into crisscross. Hands come up into Anjali Mudra. Light, airy, shoulders up and gently come down. Elbows come in towards the body. Take a breath here. And 1 more, let it out your mouth this time. Thank you for coming to Sunny's Yoga. Let me know in the comments if this practice helped you get a better night's sleep. Namaste.